wide shot there, mate. Keep an eye on them. They're about to start.
Miss, I'll just keep a shot like that most of the time.
Yeah, that's it, mate. 100%. Oh, yeah, that's it. Perfect.
And when do I zoom in?
I wouldn't. I'll get the tight ones with mine.
Okay. So I'll just follow the ball with a wide shot.
Yep.
Come along to filming footy live from Kununurra Town Oval. Big thank you to Great Southern Fuels, Kimberley Accommodation Group, magnificent support, and of course AFGRI, who have put up $3,500 for the Country Mark of the Year. A significant Kimberley Accommodation Group package for the Goal of the Year as well. And the juices are flowing ahead of the grand final rematch. That's right, it's East Kimberley Football League, Southern Division, of course. The Northern Division across in the West Kimberley. We actually have, that's the Western side. We've got two split divisions in the East Kimberley. Of course, desert teams. There used to be 10 teams in this competition, but in recent years, they've split the competition into 5 apiece. So Halls Creek, and several other desert sides have actually not been playing. So East Kimberley Football League, it's the Northern Division here tonight. So the Waringarri Crows up against Ord River Magpies, and what a contest it's going to be. Beautiful conditions live in Kununurra, and it is the mecca of football. And let's quickly go through some of the key players tonight, as the players getting around each other there with the umpires. I think for the Magpies, James Edwards, the number 10, co-captain this year with Jackson Forbes, 16. Both players going to be very, very important for their chances to go back-to-back for their premiership in 2025. Of course, the premiers last season against Waringarri Crows in the grand final last year. And a chance for redemption for the Crows tonight. But I'm sure James Edwards, as well as Jackson Forbes, are going to be fired up, ready to go. And Forbes, that thunder boot of his, full forward, centre forward, he likes to lead up the ground a bit, but he can pump them from around 55, 60 metres. So what a weapon they've got in Jackson Forbes. Jack Johnston down in full back, key back, and you need spine players in any successful team, in my opinion. And Jack Johnston, he's one of the best in the business as a key defender. There's not many players that I've seen have actually beaten him in a contest. The guy is just made of concrete, and I kind of liken him to someone like a Cameron Ling, James Clement. And Clement, he ended up getting the nickname of Cement, just how rock hard he was. And I think Jack Johnston is going to be that kind of player again this season. Matt Hannigan, the number 20, watch for him. He'll be up at key forward. My male, hopefully he will be up there as well, because if he does, he's certainly going to get some fireworks going. And look out for Finlay, Tyson Finlay, the number 30. And of course, Darcy Milner, the 35 in the ruck. I think they're the keys for Ord River Magpies, for the Crows. So many savage players that can just cut you up. Eric Cox Jr., the number 5. You know, it's such an important player. He's really going to hold up their midfield again tonight. And his dad, down at full forward, Eric Cox Sr., looked pretty good against the Crocs, and is a key forward, one of the best we've seen in the East Kimberley. So how important his input is untold, and it's hard to put it into words. If he gets up and about and clunks them early, the Crows, anything is possible. Of course, their electric style of play. Jackson Cooper, Gary Gerard, Edmund Cox, Keithan Rogers, the number 30s. We also have Keith Butters in the lineup, the number 23. Showed a bit in the last game. DeAndre Janzik Cox, like the look of him, the number 9. And he's a really key weapon for them in the ruck and in key positions. And, of course, Gilbert Cox, Edmund's young fella. He's going to be an important player as the season rolls on. So, not too far away now from first bounce here at Kununurra Town Oval. And just looking at both teams lining up, umpires coming in and reading the right act. We might take a short break and be back very soon. It's Ord River Magpies versus the Waringarri Crows, live on Filming Footy. And welcome back to Kununurra Town Oval. It's Filming Footy, and we're live. The Waringarri Crows hosting Ord River Magpies, and a delicious contest tonight. It's round 4 action, East Kimberley Football League, Northern Division. And of course, the Southern Division hasn't run for a couple of seasons. The Central Kimberley, including the Fitzroy Crossing areas, and of course the West Kimberley League, has Broome and surrounds in it. So football is a real passion in the Kimberley. And the Crows taking on the Magpies. Two proud clubs, two hard-hitting teams. And this fierce community rivalry, it never fails to deliver. Pretty still conditions tonight. Of course, the dry season setting in. We've seen the ball becoming saturated with dew due to the dry season conditions. So look for that again tonight. So magnificent images coming through from our cameraman live at Kununurra Town Oval. A huge thank you to AFCRI, who have put up $3,500, huge money, for Mark of the Year this year in any game covered by Filming Footy. Good tap down, and first clearance goes to the Magpies. Kick in towards centre half forward, sliding attempt at the mark. Came off the chest and unable to mark it. Kick up in the air. Is it coming back? No. Ball's still a scrimmage across centre half forward for the Magpies. So ball up in the true centre half forward position. Tap over the back. The Crows get back first. And near the boundary line now. Just controlling the football. Comes back inboard, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. So umpire, ball up in fact. So tap down by the Crows. Collected by the defence. Hand pass onwards. They get a snap kick in the Magpies. Big pack of players. Huge fly. Comes free. Good punch by the Crows. Chance for a snap. Smothered near the boundary line. Crows desperate, trying to stop the football. And looks like another stalemate. So ball at ground level. Hand passes out of the pack. Over the top. Good play by the Crows. Great defensive pressure by Magpies. Couple of tackles. Ball bouncing around like a pinball machine. Now it comes clear for the Magpies, or does it? Just a little fumble. In the end, the Crows clear. And this quick snap kick is sharked. And the Magpies have got it in the middle of the ground. And the kick to the outer side of the ground is collected by the Magpies. Now they like the option. Chip kick over the top. Couple of minutes in. Oh, good diving attempt at the mark, and they've controlled the football well here, the Magpies. Plays on quickly. Left foot stab pass in. On one bounce. Collects the footy. Hand pass over. Well played, the Magpies. They get it inside 50. Good kick. Over the top of the pack. It bounces. Everyone missed it. Defence for the Crows gets back first. They get wrapped up straight away. So ball up in the true full forward position. About 10 metres out from the goal square for the Ord River Magpies. Couple of minutes into this first quarter. It's the grand final rematch. East Kimberley Football League on filming footy. Chip kick inboard. They've turned it over, the Crows. Magpies, long kick into full forward. They've got the mark, Rex. Or have they? Plays on. Snapped it. Goal. He's kicked it. Oh, he's missed. And Rex, he'll be ruining that drop mark. In the end, didn't have much of a contest. But perceived pressure for the Crows forced the fumble by Carl Rex. The goal sneak. Geez, he's electric. Look for him to light up the match tonight. And kick comes in. Deep into the right. Full back pocket. Long kick over the top. Good mark. And chip kick inboard. They found Edwards. Quick hand pass over the top. The Crows pick it up though. It was messy. Tackling pressure. Intense early here in the first quarter. Numbers with the Magpies. Good hand pass backwards by Gray. Right foot snap kick inside 50 now. And good mark taken by Rex, and he's going to have the shot for goal. So Carl Rex, the maestro around goals, takes his time, and as you can see, just trying to get his hands nice and dry there. Slippery conditions. Looks like the mower hasn't been through the grass either. So Carl Rex twirls the pigskin. The Claremont. Rising star. Right foot shot for goal. He doesn't like it off the boot. And what a prospect Carl Rex is. We've seen so many players drafted from the East Kimberley Football League over the years. A lot of them hailing from Halls Creek and Kununurra, as that long kick comes over the top towards the half-back line for the Crows. Can they clear here? Looks like they're getting paid the mark. They've got it on right half-back. Will kick in front of Sporties. And it goes long down the line. Punched away. It's gone over, has it? No, play on, says the umpire. The Crows kick towards centre half forward in the van. They've got it. Now the kick comes inside 50 to full forward. He's got the mark, Eric Cox. Was like a puppeteer then. Had it on a string. And Eric Cox Sr. Speaking of goal maestros, this one's a veteran. Comes in for goal. The Crows get the first of the night. It's round 4, East Kimberley Football League. And Waringarri draw first blood. They're 1 straight 6 to Ord River Magpies, 2 behinds. Towards centre half back, well done. Raver White got it out towards right half back and they go long towards centre wing, the Crows. Big kick and it's got punched away by the Magpies and they're leading in the chase for the ball. Falling to ground and it's 3 on 3 right in front of the indoor cricket here. And the ball's gone over the line. So boundary throw in on right half forward for Waringarri Crows. They've kicked the first of the night. How are the Magpies going to respond here? And it's Milner in the ruck. Was dominant a couple of weeks ago when we called the Magpies. And again, good follow-up tackle. Too high though, and it was Healy who gives it away. So the Crows can load up inside 50 here. Would they love to kick the first 2? It's Eric Cox Jr. Long kick towards his dad. Punches over the back. Eric Cox Sr.'s there. Right foot kick for goal is good. McCory. Hezekiah McCory goes bang. And the Crows have kicked the first 2 of the night. Hezekiah McCory. With the bright blonde hair, opportunist goal. Only got a few metres, not even, but he stole a mile. And right foot snap for goal was brilliant. So Waringarri Crows, they've thrown the gauntlet down tonight. It's the grand final rematch on Filming Footy. And a very warm welcome to you wherever you're listening to the coverage. Right round country WA, Australia and indeed the world. As is the incredible reach now of the internet and live streaming as the tap hits ground level. Well done the Crows. And they're really halving that contest in the middle. Milner does well, bumps him out of the way. And it's a hand pass by Farah. And they've won another clearance to Crows. Comes in towards centre half forward. And one-on-one football near the line. Extra number, the Crows, can they control it? No, it's gone over. So boundary throw in on right half forward. And looks like DeAndre Jancic Cox and Milner in the ruck. So Milner gets the tap forward. Cox did well. Tackle, holding the ball. The Crows have got it. And Jancic Cox bangs it on the right foot straight away towards Eric Cox Sr. Bounces off the chest of the Magpies defence. The cavalry comes in. Rush kick though. Have they coughed it up? Oh, luck's a fortune. Helps when you're playing front. Superb stuff by the Magpies. Switch kick onto centre wing. Gets bumped as he kicks it. Still should work out all right. Ball near the line. The Magpies get it inside 50. Well done, the Crows. Good dash and run. Sitting under it, Healy. Follows up. Free kick. And well played. Thrown it on the right foot. In towards centre wing. The Magpies get there first. Controlling it well. Brilliant tackle. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Central commentary position. 9 minutes in. Janzi Cox locks horns again with Milner. In we go. An underarm boundary throw in. Gotta love country footy at its best. 50-50 ball here. Who's going to win out? Oh, good tackle. So ball up. On left half forward for the Crows. And they're away here. Brilliant stuff. The Crows. Long kick inside 50. Out to the advantage. But it looks like it's marked by the Magpies and they can rebound here. They'll be looking for the slingshot. They get it to centre wing and they lead to the football. Good mark. Sliding on knees. And Ord River looking to get another inside 50. They've only had a couple. It's been all the Crows in this first quarter. As the chip kick along the line to centre wing. Finds a teammate over the top. They've got the football. So another forward 50. Entry for the Magpies, and apologies for a few of these issues with our stream tonight. Back live at Kununurra Town Oval towards the Magpies. Half forward line, right in front of Sporties. Crows desperate. So the Crows to kick it back towards the Sporties wing. It's coming back to the Magpies. Free kick to them. Now the long kick comes in towards centre half forward. Good mark, Rex. The excitement machine. He's got it. On left half forward. Oh, well done, the Crows. Smothered. 1%ers like that win your games of footy. Coming in. Well done. Was Healy. And Edwards throwing his weight around. It looks like free kick here. Going the way of Bradshaw. So Norman Bradshaw, right foot kick now, long centre wing. Hand pass over the top. The Crows controlling the football here. Now they've got one in space. Or do they? They've fumbled that footy. Good tackle. Coming in. Trying to pick it up was Johnston. They've stolen the footy here. The Crows inside 50 to full forward. McCory. He's got the mark. And we'll line him up for his second. Hezekiah McCory. Knows where the big sticks are. And holding the pigskin with the one hand. Lair rising. What can he do? With the right foot drop punt. In the wrong pocket for a right footer. Will kick on a 45-degree angle for goal. He's pumped it home. McCory kicks his second and the Crows third. And all of a sudden, they've got a 3-goal break. So the Crows jumping the Magpies here early on. And big thank you to AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Great Southern Fuels making this stream possible. It's Tim Lees on Filming Footy and Hezekiah McCory. He's ice cold tonight. A snap goal, now a set shot to go along with Eric Cox Senior's dob from directly in front. The Crows, they're starting to line up. Kununurra Town Oval, spin move, good tackle. The Magpies against Eric Cox. That's Junior. So well done, the Magpies. They win the free kick. And the long kick now towards the right half forward line. Off hands. Rex. Of course it's Rex. Bot. Drops it. Soccers it off the ground. Good second effort. Comes through. Right foot banana. Quick kick. The Crows. Dashing defence. They've claimed the mark. Played on. Superb stuff. In towards the corridor. Oh, he's got hold of him, and Healy has given the free kick away. Hunter even, in fact. Right foot kick now to centre wing. The Crows, they're away. This is the way they like to play. McCory doing a two-step. Brilliant, like Fred Astaire with a Burley. Long kick towards the right half forward line. Off hands. The Magpies defence. Resolute. Quick hand pass out by the Crows, though. They're not giving up easily. Healy comes in. Evans in there as well. But it's going to be a stalemate. So a ball up, inside forward 50 for Waringarri Crows. Even, doing the ruck duties. Just smashes it with the right paw. Buys about 20 metres. And diving on the football on the far side of the ground. The Magpies. And looks like Jack Johnston. Ruck duties against Harold Johnson. And they win the kick towards centre wing. Away go the Magpies. Towards the half forward line. They've got a loose player. Chip kick inboard. Magnificent. So Swinburne kicks into the middle of the ground. Right foot chip kick over the top. Sliding in. Good mark, Hannigan. Right on his distance, I reckon, and he knows it. Chips over the top. Unselfish play. Oh, cop one late. Free kick to the Magpies. And that looks like Jet Forbes, the number 18, brother of skipper Jackson Forbes. Loves to sneak forward for a goal. And sporting a new mullet. Looks like his brother's done it for him. What can he do here tonight? Jet Forbes. Both the Forbes boys. Listen for the thud off the boot. They both got it. Here he comes. This will lift his side and spark up Kununurra Town Oval. Right foot drop punt for goal. Gun barrel straight, Jet Forbes. And the Magpies kick their first of the night. Great steadying goal. Jet Forbes. That's his first of the evening. Hezekiah McCory for the Crows has dobbed a couple. Eric Cox Senior also with a goal. So back in the centre of the ground. They're going to win the clearance here, the Crows, and will go forward inside 50. Brilliant play. To full forward. Magpies get there first though. Hand pass over the top. Ball spills free, and there's the siren for quarter time. And it's Waringarri Crows taking a lead into quarter time of the grand final replay. It is the Waringarri Crows versus Ord River Magpies on Filming Footy. It's East Kimberley Football League action at its best. A big thank you to AFGRI, of course, Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Great Southern Fuels. We'll take a quick break and be right back with second quarter action right after this.
Alright, Lincoln, we'll try a little bit tighter with that camera, okay? It's a little bit
All right, welcome back to Kununurra Town Oval. It's East Kimberley Football League, Northern Division, and it's Milner. Gets the left paw down, brilliant stuff. Edwards wins the clearance for the Magpies in towards centre forward. Punch from behind by the Crows. Numbers with the Maggies though. They've got number out the back here. Can they pick it up? Oh, it's slippery old ball. And the Crows cavalry comes in. Just gets pushed over. And looks like free kick going the way of the Crows. So Gabriel Payton there. And the chip kick over the top for the Crows. They've got the mark. And let's go down the line. And it's Butters on centre wing. Oh, turned into a bit of trouble. Did Milner. Fighting hard for it though. Taps it over the top. Janzik Cox is there. And so's Harold Johnson, but it goes over the line. So boundary throw in just forward of central commentary position. Opening minute of the second quarter. And the Under Armour comes in for the boundary throw in. Good tap forward. Desperate players diving on it. Finlay's in there. And Farrell. Apologies for any of the connection issues tonight. Seems to be a few gremlins in the Starlink. And it's the Crows at the moment. So 3 straight 18 at the moment, the Waringarri Crows. 1, 2, 8, the Magpies. So it looks like A free kick's going the way of Milner. He's kicking towards centre half forward, towards the likes of Rex. Fighting hard for it, coming through Gerard. Picks it up. That was too easy for the Crows' defence. In the middle of the ground, they drop the mark. Still a chance here for the Magpies out of the back. Hand pass into the corridor. And away they go. 20-man Wilkie providing good run. And here the Magpies kick inside 50 to full forward. They've got the mark, and that's Hannigan. Matthew Hannigan. Oh no. They've turned the football over, the Magpies. And that is going to be a costly fine later on. And it's Gerard, the recipient. So not sure what it was for, but that kick laterally to a teammate. And they've controlled the football here. They've got it in the left half back line. Into the middle of the ground, the Crows. Good mark taken, McCrory. Right leg now, inside 50 to full forward. Gets it on the first bounce. Janzik Cox to the square. Pretty good snap for goal. He's missed. And you can generally hear the big cheer whenever a goal's kicked. It's a dead giveaway. So the Crows home ground tonight. It's round 4 action in the East Kimberley Football League. The Northern Division, the Southern Division has been in recess for a couple of years. But this is the mecca of football in the East Kimberley. You don't win a premiership unless you play a grand final on this sacred dunghill. And that kick by the Crows down the line. Desperate players near the boundary line. Kick out of the pack, they win the clearance, the Crows. It bounces, pitches. Swinburne throws it on the boot. Gone backwards here, the Magpies, and that's holding the ball. And I think Hannigan's got it. So has a chance for redemption. And wouldn't this spark up the Magpies crowd? Matthew Hannigan, traditionally a key backman. I can still see him dashing down in the grand final from half-back last year, kicking a goal. Has been thrown forward in 2025. Right foot kick for goal. He's kicked it. Magnificent from Matthew Hannigan and the Magpies. They kick their second of the night and draw within a kick. It's 3-1-19 to 2-2-14 in Kununurra. And steadying goal for Matthew Hannigan and his beloved Magpies. So Waringarri still looking for their first goal of the night. So I can hear a local supporter there saying, "Come on, Crows." Always passionate support here in the East Kimberley as ball at ground level. Diving on top of the football. Here's Edwards in there. Milner, the big fella. He's going to go toe-to-toe again. And that looks like McCrory. Not sure why he's going up in the ruck, but Milner, that was pretty easy. Or was it? What a tackle, holding the ball. Just took McCrory lightly. And the Crows, they've come to play tonight. The kick goes laterally to centre wing. 6 minutes gone in this second quarter. Just trying to control the football now towards left half forward. They've dropped the mark. No, it's paid. Had enough of it. Plays on now. Late pressure by the Magpies. Kicks in towards left half forward. Punched away. And they've got the numbers. Magpies can clear with the right leg to centre wing. And apologies for some connection issues tonight. So boundary throw in. Ball over the back. And Gerard comes through. Throws it on the left boot. The Crows. Good tackle by the Magpies. Holding the ball. And Carl Rex. Excellent work from the youngster. Incredibly still 15 years of age. Right leg now. I think he could have turned 16 in fact, but in the Claremont Rising Stars program, the Kimberley Spirit program. And keep an eye on him. Carl Rex has the right leg now from the Crows to centre wing. McCory was in the van. Punched away. Left foot kick over the top. McCory, brilliant stuff. Collects it. Pumps it to full forward. Oh, I think he's got it. Janzik Cox. And DeAndre. The doctor himself. He's going to kick from 5 metres from the top of the square. And surely will kick Waringarri's first of the second quarter. And sporting that incredible rat's tail. So DeAndre, Janzik Cox for goal. He pops it through and the Crows stretch their lead. It's the first of the second quarter for them. And it's 4-2 at Kununurra Town Oval. First goal to Cox. Janzik Cox. McCory's kicked a couple. And Eric Cox Sr. with a single. And for the Ord River Magpies, Jet Forbes and Matthew Hannigan, the goal kickers. So back in the centre of the ground. And like that move of Janzik Cox down forward, having a rest after battling Milner in the ruck. They're going to have a couple of players attack him most of the night. Such a dominant ruckman, Darcy Milner for the Magpies. So another stalemate. Oh, good bodying up. Is he giving the free kick away? He has. So very mindful of the strength of Darcy Milner. Can they exploit that tonight, the Magpies? Long kick to centre forward. Hannigan was there, got pushed out. Free kick. No, it's going the Crows' way. Right foot kick towards the right half back line. Good contest here. Well done, Farrell. Right foot kick to centre half forward. They play on quickly. And looks like it's coming back, is it? Looks like Finlay. Right foot kick to full forward. Hannigan! He's got it! Matthew Hannigan. What a strong mark. And that's got to be a contender for the AFGRI mark of the day. Solid pack mark. And what can he do here? The Magpies, key forward, Matthew Hannigan. Kicks on goal. And he's missed. And Matthew Hannigan, frequent flyer points for the Ord River Magpies. So kicking the ball back in will be the Crows. Kicking towards the EKC end here. And they've turned it over. Right foot snap for goal. They've kicked it. Oh, he's missed. Exciting stuff. That looks like Davin Raymond, who darted in. And an addition in the side this season. Formerly the coach of the Waringarri Crows, as that kick comes into the left full back pocket. Spots a teammate. Only bought themselves about 15.01 metres though. Now the long switch kick. Strong mark, Milner. Oh, you can't kick it towards him. He's got it from 60 metres. Looks at his options. Likes the look of a cross goals. Kicks it into Hannigan. No, it's Forbes. So already kicked one this evening, Jet Forbes. From directly in front. Right foot kick for goal. He's good. He's popped it through. And the Magpies, they bring up their third of the evening. Apologies for the errors in the score. Getting it updated as soon as possible. So 4-3 here at Kununurra Town Oval. Ball back at ground level. Well played, Eric Cox Jr. They win the clearance, the Crows. They've been electric in that area tonight. Good body work on the left half forward line. Brilliant stuff, Harold Johnson, but that kick is errant. Came off the side of the boot. It's going to go over. Can they keep it in? Well played, the Magpies defence. Hand pass inboard by Omade. Into traffic. Superb tackle. And they force the stoppage. And Jahalian Hart. Well done from him. Jahalia Hart. Right there at that stoppage. Even. Did well. Oh, dump tackle. Crunched him. Hand pass over the top. Ball still in dispute. Putting his head over the football. Desperate players from both sides. Well done, Kelleher. For the Maggies, the number 11. So ball up. Inside the Crows. Forward 50. Ravawai went up. Up against Amory for the Magpies. Another ball up here. So Edwards close to that contest. There's Harold Johnson. Well done by Even. Got the left paw down. High tackle, free kick Magpies. So away they go. It was Gray who played on quickly into the corridor. Oh, outstanding work. The Magpies. That was a huge moment in the match, but then they've turned it over. Poor kick. And the Crows can take a deep breath. Oh, that's a good kick. And Rex on the mark for the Magpies. Chip kick over the top. Oh, outstanding. Just ducked inside. Rex tackled him late. Play on, says the umpire. Thrown on the boot. Well done. Bin Busu to full forward. The Crows, big pack. Punch from behind. Magpies have numbers. Quickly thrown on the boot. Oh, coming through. Left foot snap for goal. What a goal. Oh, he snapped it. Nailed it like a carpenter. And the Crows light up Kununurra. They've kicked their 5th of the night. And it's back out to 2 goals. Two goals the difference in the grand final rematch. Ord River Magpies up against the Crows. Of course, the Waringarri Crows, and it was Evans' big punch, having a pinch hit in the ruck. They won the clearance to Maggies, but the Crows clearing through centre half back. Chip kick along the line towards Macquarie. But it's coming back. Edwards has got the kick over the top. Oh, late hit. Well done, Bott. Gave it off. Kick into full forward. Hannigan. He's got the mark. Forbes, in fact. He's got a lot more hair than Hannigan. And Jet Forbes has already kicked 2 tonight. Lining him up for goal number 3. The younger brother of the skipper, Jackson. Wearing the duck, Wayne Carey's number. Right foot drop punt, Jet Forbes. He doesn't miss those. Oh, he's hit the post. So having a mare tonight. I've called Forbes, Hannigan a couple of times. But the combination of Hannigan and Forbes up forward looks promising for the Magpies. But at the moment, Thomas McCormick manning the mark for the Maggies. The Crows have been all over them. And what a mark that was by Johnston. Plays on. Smother. Superb stuff. 1%ers. You don't get a stat for that. Kicks into full forward. The Magpies still got the numbers here. Ball at ground level. The cavalry comes in for the Crows. Kick over the top. They've got a number here. Near the boundary line. Right near the Magpies bench. It's going to go over the line. So Jackson Forbes in there. Charging hard. And Alexander Rips. One of the best afros you'll see. The number 3 for the Crows there. So tap by Milner. Down in front. Well done, Edwards. Freed the arms. Good pressure by the Crows, though. Oh, just like a bull coming through. Clean bot up. Eric Cox Jr. Take a bow. That was superb. So boundary throw in. Just tapped in front. Free kick going. No, stoppage. So ball up. Coming through Macquarie. Did well. Threw it on the left boot. In towards centre wing. Bounces over the back. Brilliant tackle. Could be gone here, I think. Johnston gets wrapped up. And it's Ravu White. Not sure why he's getting so fired up. Always no love lost between these two sides. And Johnston carrying it on now. And looks like we're going to get a card here. Nazarius Hart. He's got the yellow. And I think we just had the siren. I missed that as all the action was happening. So it's half time here at Kununurra Town Oval. Exciting second half to come. It's 5-1, 31 Waringarri. Ord River Magpies, 3-5-23. And I have to say, this is very similar to last year's grand final. At halftime, the Crows looked in control. But it was a revamped Magpies that came out and just took the match away from them in the second half. Are we going to see a repeat performance? Or will it be the Crows getting redemption in 2025? We'll find out very soon. Tim Lee's on the mic here for filming footy. Thanks to AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Great Southern Fuels. Big, huge shout out to our production crew. And of course, all of you listening and watching all around country WA and Australia. We'll take a quick break. And we'll be right back with that third quarter, the Premiership quarter, very soon.
So 30, 31, 31, 22, 31, 22.
And we're back live with third quarter action. The Ord River Magpies versus the Waringarri Crows. And apologies for a few of our connection issues tonight. We should be back live at Kununurra Town Oval as soon as we can. And good kick by Jahalia Hart for the Crows. They've won the clearance inside 50. Can they make the most of this? It's 2 goals the difference in the grand final rematch. And I said it just as we left at half-time. This is scarily similar to last year's grand final. The Crows taking a slender lead in at half-time, but it was the Magpies that came home with a wet sail, and that kick inside 50. The Crows have got it. And it's McCory again. Hezekiah McCory has already kicked 2 tonight. And this is well within his range. And Hezekiah McCory, right foot drop, punt towards goal. Oh, that's a bad miss. Just got a little bit too close to the man on the mark, and he's missed. So a minor score for the Crows. What a start that would have been for them. And I've had many coaches over the years drum into me how important the first 10 minutes is of the third quarter. And it looks like Johnston plays on quickly. And big long right leg towards left half back. Big pack of players. They've cleared it from there in towards the centre of the ground. But the Crows, oh, they've coughed it up here. Away go. McCormick gave the hand pass backwards towards centre half forward. And well done. The number 13 was Morgan, Akirian Morgan. Great dash. And they've still got the footy on centre wing right in front of Sporties. Gets slung. Turned it over. And the Magpies tackling and pressure is elite. And good scenes there from the cameraman. Brilliant. Sporties on a Friday night. You don't get much better in the Kimberley as that kick in towards 50. Inside forward 50. Great dash by the defence, but the kick is ordinary. Trying to pick it up. Now they do. The Crows. Little hand pass over the top. Finlay's in there. Well done. Gets it out. Chip kick over the top by Davin Raymond. Good late pressure by Farrell. Up and under kick. Davin Raymond claims it. Chip kicks over the top. Well done. Here they go. Swinburne kicks into full forward. They've coughed it up though. And Carlton, Sylvana Carlton, switches the play. And away goes Eric Cox Jr. Superb dash. Runs his full measure. Then spots up a teammate. This is promising from the Crows. They get it to centre wing. Snap kick over the top. Diving attempt at the mark. They've dropped it. Leaves the defence for the Magpies. Right leg down the line. One-on-one contest in front of Sporties on centre wing. The Crows win out into the centre of the ground. But numbers with the Magpies. Milner gets it on. Finlay. Left foot kick inside 50. Rex is there. The excitement machine. Good defence. And well done. The Crows, but not for long. Because there's black and white jumpers everywhere on centre wing. Hand pass over the top. Swinburne. Oh, superb play. Isabelli Ravawai. Tilled around like a ballerina on a postage stamp then. Agile. And it's Hunter even with the mark. Defensive mark. Takes his time. Kick over the top. Should have been claimed. It's gone through the hands though. Rex there helping. Ravawai does well for the Crows on hands and knees. 2 or 3 efforts. Oh, that was excellent. And Eric Cox Jr. That trace a bullet in to a teammate. And Keithan Rogers Gives the hand pass off. Back to Cox. Into the middle of the ground go the Crows. Punched away. Numbers with the defence for Ord River. Chip kick inboard. Has got Riley Botts. The lively wingman forward. Kicks inside 50. Punched by the Crows. Good crumbing Magpies. Snap kicks in towards full forward. Hannigan's there. So is Rex. And it looks like it's a ball up. So Bin Busu up against Milner. Milner! Right foot snap for goal. He's missed. But good strength and agility shown by the big fella. And it looks like the number 7 for the Crows to bring the footy back in. Found a teammate. And chip kick over the top. So the kick inboard is okay. Late pressure from the Magpies. So in the true centre-half back position. Chip kick over the top. Dicey ball. Play on, says the umpire. Good contest. And I think Forbes has got it. Jackson version. Barking instructions. Here he goes now. The big thud from his right foot. Scud missile to Hannigan. Good defence by the Crows. Still a chance here for Rex. Always a chance when that footy's around him. And looks like a free kick going the way of the Crows, is it? Oh no, he's kicked a goal. So it looks like a goal to Jet Forbes. He's kicked his 4th. An opportunistic effort on the left foot snap. So all of a sudden, the Magpies they're up and about and have brought it back within a kick. So 3 to Forbes, 1 to Hannigan, back in the middle of the ground. And it's the Crows through Cox. Outstanding. Claimed it, tried to barge his way through. Now the race is on towards centre wing. So Hezekiah McCory, 2 for the Crows this evening. Singles to DeAndre Janzik Cox and Eric Cox Sr. And for the Magpies, Jet Forbes. He's kicked 3 and looks like they've kicked another one here. We've lost connection and the Magpies have dobbed another goal. So they've hit the lead, the Ord River Magpies, for the first time tonight. 9 minutes into the third quarter. Can you believe it? The reigning premiers in the grand final rematch. And I did say it at halftime. It was identical circumstances to the grand final. Is tonight with the Crows taking in a couple of goals. But it's been all Magpies in this first 10 minutes. They've won this centre clearance ball easy. Cox again into full forward. Off hands. Good crumbing. Crows with numbers. Can they get the answering goal? Ball at ground level. Players desperate. Healy's in there. So is Johnston for the Magpies. And looks like an effort from the gymnastics at the Olympic Games there. 9.5 from the Russian judge. Incredible acrobatics, and it's a free kick to the Magpies. And umpire Wayne Paul barking the instructions. The veteran umpire and player. And the number 27, Isaac Burgoyne, has been lively. And the kick. Oh, they've sharked it here, the Crows. Numbers over the top. Right foot kick inside 50 to full forward. Cox is there. Johnson's also. McCory snap on goal. It's a minor score. Good late pressure by Johnston. And I did call it pre-match. Just how important Jack Johnston is. He's incredible. Down back, and here we go. That's a long kick towards the left half back line. Off hands, can't take the mark, but they've got the numbers backwards. Finlay gets it back, and they go into the corridor. Dicey kick. Had to be centimetre perfect, and it wasn't. They've turned it over the Magpies. Crows pump it inside 50 to McCory. Almost took it off his chest. Good pressure. And they clear the Magpies. Not for long. Oh, yes, they do. Good kick. Well done, Jackson Forbes. Pushing up the ground. The skipper kicks it along the wing. And promising play here. It's Anders. His kick along the line. Hannigan's kick in towards centre half forward. Can't get the mark. Swinburne gives it backwards. What a tackle, Healy. Anders comes in to help. The Crows claim the footy. Left foot. He's pretty good along the line. Oh, and away they go, the Crows. Exciting. Oh, just needed a better bounce. Bradshaw in there. But Finlay clears. And Gray. Great assistance. Healy spots up a teammate. And Hannigan. Pushing up the ground. Good lead, good option. And the kick comes in. It's a free kick, and that's got to be 50 surely. And Jackson Forbes has got it. And you can't give that sharpshooter a chance. And are the Waringarri Crows imploding again? And the Ord River Magpies, Jackson Forbes, he's grinning like the Cheshire Cat here. Can't believe his luck. And goes bang. And the Magpies stretch their lead. They took it for the first time 9 minutes into this third quarter. And now, are they going to kick away? Or can the Crows fight back? They've been so exciting tonight. With the likes of Eric Cox Jr. Bradshaw, Butters. McCory, superb. Can they finish off? Like the look of Isaac Burgoyne as well, and Liam Davies. He's got a bit of the pill as well. Harold Rogers and Harold Johnson, in fact, sorry. And Ravel White hasn't stopped trying. But here we go, back into the centre of the ground. Can the Crows get the answer here? We'll have another ball up. So Hunter even amongst it there with the white compression garment on. Helps with muscle definition. Big shout out to his family. I'm sure they're listening as the hand pass goes inboard. Hunter even, good follow up. Well done. 2-3 efforts. That's your ball. They win the clearance. Oh, outstanding work. Farrell. Commitment. First class. So he's got the free kick. Pushes back on the mark now. It's still too far out to score. Good 60 metres out. Look for Hannigan. And Forbes deep. What will he do? Forbes has already kicked 3. And apologies for our connection lost tonight. And looks like Forbes. He's got it. And he's going to have a shot for goal for number 4 tonight. So Jet Forbes trying to get rid of that dew, as I mentioned earlier. Start of the dry season up there. Bit of cold air against that humidity, and it's water galore as Jet Forbes for goal. Straight through the big sticks. He drills it. And the Magpies now extend their lead to 3 goals. It's been all one-way traffic in this third quarter. The Waringarri Crows stretching out to a couple of goals in the lead going into half-time. And there's a bit of a dust-up right on half-time, and so often you see that in a game of footy. It's the team that settles best after a physical altercation that ultimately generally goes on to win. McCory in the ruck now, unbelievably. Milner, he did well, McCory. Farrell was in there. Oh, what a tackle, Binbusu. Chahalia hard, in fact. And he's been a good player tonight. One of the best for the Crows. Right foot torpedo. Why not a Rory? Inside 50. Off hands. All Magpies jumpers there. But again, just a bit sloppy. So away they go, the Crows, with pace. Inside 50 to full forward. And they've missed. So 17.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. It's the Waringarri Crows in the lead. Oh, just falling over in the end was Farrell. He was in best position. Got it backwards and they've thrown it on the boot to centre half forward. Almost in the midst. Hannigan working hard. Crows coughed up the hand pass. Davin Raymond comes away. Left foot kick into full forward. Off the back of the pack. Rex. Opportunist. Goal. Oh, he's missed it. But how quick were those legs and hands. Like the Karate Kid. He's electric. Carl Rex. So the Crows to bring the footy back in. Minute and a half to go in this third quarter. And it's been the Ord River Magpies making a break for it. Kick by Edmund Cox deep into the right full back pocket. Here they go, the Crows, long, not out of trouble yet though. Off hands. Ball in dispute near the boundary line. They win out. The Magpies long kick in towards centre half forward. Good mark. Flew in from the side. And Hezekiah McCory again. Oh, right foot torpedo. That's a torpedo stab pass. Drills it into the middle of the ground. It's going to work out all right, I think. Just falling over at the critical time. It was Morgan, Akirian Morgan. And Bradshaw's in there as well. But ball up, Milner. Up against Harold Johnson. No one really won the tap. Well done, Finlay. Hand pass over the top. It was Farrell. Outstanding dish off. And away go Ord River. Inside 50. Coming hard is Rex. Electric, he's kicked it! Carl Rex! And the goal sneakers dobbed his first. Another goal to Ord River. And now it's starting to get a bit ugly for the Crows. And this quarter completely against the flow. Waringarri taking in a 5-goal to 3. It was 4 goals in fact, but They might need to just add an extra goal onto Waringarri there. Apologies for our scoring issues, but it's three-quarter time here live in Kununurra. We'll be right back with the final instalment. It's East Kimberley Football League, Northern Division. Thanks to AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Great Southern Fuels. Tim Lee's on the mic for filming footy. And welcome back here live at Kununurra Town Oval. As we see Jojo Hart for the Crows there on your left, James Edwards on the right, and looks like Desi Farrell. And what a live wire he is for the Magpies. New player in 2025. And what a third quarter for Ord River. They've piled on 5 goals. Incredible stuff. And after being 2 goals down at halftime, they take a comfortable lead into the first part of this fourth quarter. So it looks like we got DeAndre Janzik-Cox in the middle for the Crows. And the light tower, Darcy Milner, Up in the ruck. So here we go. Last quarter. Brilliant. Farrell claimed it. It was Finlay, in fact. They win the clearance, the Magpies. Snap for goal by Forbes. To the top of the square. Bounces. Goes to the left and it's going to bounce out of bounds. It's going to beat Davin Raymond. And Jackson Forbes has got amongst it in the last half an hour or so. And looks like boundary throw in deep in the right full forward pocket for the Ord River Magpies. And they're kicking to the basketball ends here, or the hospital end in Kununurra. Hannigan went to ground. Hand pass backwards. Was dashing. Carl Rex, in he comes. He gets claimed. Spin move. DeAndre. Janzik Cox. Outstanding. Got it to Eric Cox Jr. Explodes away. Then gets it on. To Nazarius Hart. Went backwards. Avoided the Magpies player. And looks like the ball's coming back to Healy on centre wing. So holding the ball is paid. And good long kick taken for the Magpies here. Punched away. Free kick though. Over the neck. And the kick comes into Hannigan. Oh, is it Forbes? It is Forbes, in fact. Jet Forbes. He's kicking a bag tonight. Jet Forbes. Will kick from about 30 metres out, directly in front. Kicks on goal. Doesn't make the distance. Punch from behind. Was pretty good from Hannigan. But away go the Crows. They've got numbers. Hand pass over the top. Long kick now from the left full back line. And they're away with the footy here. Tucking it under the arm. And a bounce. Outstanding. Oh, he's called him for holding the ball there. That's a bit harsh. Taking the game on. Hunter even. Good chase. Good left foot spot kick over the top. Finds Edwards. The co-captain in 2025 with Jackson Forbes. And has been in vintage touch. James Edwards. Right foot drop punt now. Long down the line. Punch from behind and the Crows win it and kick it back to the centre. But waiting. Too easy for Jack Johnston. The dogged defender. Underrated for mine. Right foot lateral kick to centre wing. It's touched off hands. And it's gone over the line. DeAndre Janzik Cox there for the Crows, but he can't stop it. So boundary throw in. Centre wing. First 4 minutes of this final quarter. And it's been the Ord River Magpies hitting repeat on last year's grand final result. They've come back from a couple of goals, and that's brilliant from Milner to Edwards to Farrell. Clearing kick towards centre forward, but it's all Crows. In towards centre forward now. McCory, off hands. Gray has been solid tonight. Well done, Gilbert Cox. Came in. Caused the spillage. They get it backwards to Crows. Janzik Cox onto Gilbert Cox. What a tackle. James Edwards. Rolled him over like a rag doll then. So ball up. Shrugs him aside. Finlay throws it on the boot. Oh, bounces. Not good for the Crows. Numbers with Magpies. Davin Raymond gives the hand pass off to the run. Long kick now in towards Forbes' direction. Tried to pick it up. Right foot snap over the corner by the Crows. And Luck's a fortune. He spotted his teammate up. Oh, good smother. Late pressure by the Magpies. They've forced it over to Finlay. Healy's there. Bott, in fact, and his kick is ordinary, and it dribbles over the line. But, importantly, buys his side 30 metres. And the forwards can reset here. So boundary throw in on left half forward. You've got to love these scenes. East Kimberley Football League action. The kids helping out. And this youngster with his underarm action. Brilliant effort. Well played. And tap in front. Comes to the Crows. Oh, superb pickup. Shows the footy. And the drilled pass into Eric Cox Jr. That was Gilbert Cox before, coming across. Omaday tries to force the turnover. Norman Bradshaw does a lot. In the end was good. Got it onto McCory. Anders tried to come through. Oh, Healy gets tackled, coughs it up. But they're good enough, the Maggies through. Farrell, left foot kick to centre half forward. And it's Rex with the football. Got enough of it. Or free kick, take your pick. The excitement machine. Right foot drop punt to centre half forward. Oh, what a kick. And the Magpies can load it up here from centre half forward. They go to full forward. They've got the mark. And floating forward, taking a good solid mark. Looks like Anders. No, Milner, in fact. So the ruckman has hardly been beaten all night. Has monstered them in the ruck. Can he add a bit of icing to his cake tonight? And put the first nail in the coffin. But that kick is ordinary for goal. And it's through for a minor score. As Keith and Rogers chirping to Wayne Paul like a cockatoo in a karaoke contest. And Mr. Paul having nothing of it. So the Crows, left foot kick. Good defensive effort, and they've got it. Now they go again towards centre wing. Punch from behind. McCory was in the van. Can't pick it up. Goes with the left boot. Well done, Kelleher. But Eric Cox Jr. blisters through, but it's gone over the line. So 8 minutes gone in this last quarter. And it's looking like a Magpies win, but you just never know. Plenty of time left if the Crows are good enough. So overarm action by this boundary umpire, not good enough. And sporting the East Kimberley College polo, just comes straight from school. Why wouldn't you? Straight down to the football, earn a few bucks. And here we go again. Apologies for any of the connection issues tonight. Big shout out to you listening and watching East Kimberley football at its best. This sacred chunk of dirt is Kununurra Town Oval, as you know, the mecca of footy in the area. It's Farrell, got the underground hand pass in. They go inside 50. Rex. Oh, that's a big fly. Looks like he's down. It bobbles over the top. In they go. As easy as you like. That looks like Hannigan. Forbes again. Take your pick, one of the two. But the Magpies. That's the first nail in the coffin. What can the Crows do here? Can they respond? And Jet Forbes has kicked a bag here tonight. That's his fifth. And it's the Magpies. They're kicking away here in Kununurra. It's round 4 action. East Kimberley Football League, the Northern Division. Only round 4, can you believe it? There's been so many exciting moments already. And this stream made possible thanks to AFGRI, Great Southern Fuels and Kimberley Accommodation Group, and AFGRI, incredible, $3,500 supporters, and that is Rex who's down, and oh no, let's hope that that is not what I think it is, and my heart is in my mouth seeing that. That could be a serious injury to Carl Rex for the Magpies, and oh no, looks like he's in some sort of pain, and let's just hope for the best, and shout out to his family. I'm sure they're worried sick. Anyway, back in the centre of the ground, and it's Milner getting wrapped up by McCory. Incredible McCory, kicked a couple tonight. He's definitely worked his absolute backside off as ball comes to ground level. Edwards shovels it backwards. Looking for Kellier. And Jojo Hart with the football. Plays on quickly. Oh, Milner! Ho ho! With the one paw. Just stuck. And Lair rising the big fella. Gets it to Edwards. The quarterback for the Ord River Magpies. Chip kicks in and finds Kelleher. Kelleher has got a loose player on left half forward. They can load up towards the Forbes direction. It goes to him now. Punch from behind. Loose play. They've got a loose player here, the Magpies. And the left foot snap for goal is a minor score. And Hannigan, after an early goal, that's one of his next best effort since. And that kick by the Crows has gone over the boundary line. Right near Carl Rex, and let's hope the best for him. His high-flying attempt at the mark and has fallen awkwardly, and let's just hope it's not a serious injury, but it does not look good at all, and we could be stopping the game here as umpire Wayne Paul comes across, and that is magnificent work from him. Because let's face it, players' safety and welfare is always #1 priority. And in this situation, ambulances just need to come straight onto the oval. And that's what we could be just waiting for now. But while we wait for that, spare a thought for young livewire Carl Rex. And let's just hope he's not suffered a serious knee or ankle injury there. So if you've just tuned in tonight, it was the Waringarri Crows off to a flyer. They kicked the first 3 of the evening, and since then they've only been able to manage 2. They went in at half-time in the lead by a couple of goals. And in the third quarter, Ord River Magpies just took the game away. Incredible efforts from Jackson Forbes, his younger brother Jet, Milner in the ruck. Jack Johnston down back has been important as well. So both teams now retreating to their team huddles as it looks like a very serious injury here to Carl Rex from the Magpies. And again, thoughts and prayers with Carl and his family. And big shout out to Warren Nicola, if they're listening or watching. Probably live at the ground, but something that you never want to experience. So Waringarri Crows, how can they use this stop in play to get themselves back in the contest? Boy, they started well, kicked the first 3, threw the gauntlet down. We're all over Ord River. But like so many times you do see the Magpies, they run oversides in the second half. They commit and are consistent with their fitness program. And like I've said many times tonight, this is looking like a bit of a repeat from last year's grand final, but I think in this game, the Magpies have kicked on a little bit more. But Hezekiah McCory for the Crows has kicked a couple, played across half forward in the ruck as well. Has been superb. I think he's been their best. I like the look of Jojo Hart, the number 10, DeAndre Janzik Cox, Eric Cox Jr. You'd probably have to say he's second best. Just his blistering play breaks the game open. Kieran Morgan, solid. Norman Bradshaw, quality as well. Nazarius Hart has put his hand up when needed. But not enough in this second half in particular. The Waringarri Crows. And for Ord River, the usual culprits. James Edwards been solid in the middle. I really like Desmond Farrell, the 33. Dynamic. Just fast. Breaks the game apart. And he has been really, really exciting. Matthew Hannigan up forward and Jet Forbes have provided twin towers and have been great targets. Jackson Forbes been important, moved up the ground and got ball around centre forward and around the centre. Hunter Even, pinch hitting in the ruck. And of course, the big fella Darcy Milner himself. So break in play here due to injury. Players just getting together in the middle of the ground. So there's still about 10 minutes to play here in this last quarter. Not sure what the umpires are deciding here, but as you can see, a big huddle of players around Carl Rex. And let's hope he's going to be okay, but oh boy, this does not look good. And I've talked about how exciting he is and his prospects for the future. He's got AFL written all over him, Carl Rex. Claremont, I've already identified that. So there's not a player out here that's not hoping for the best for Carl Rex. Well loved around town. And any side in the East Kimberley would love to have him. He's a passionate Magpie. Older brother, former captain of the Premiership for the Magpies, Jesse Shaw. Shout out to you, mate, as well, if you're watching and listening. In this kind of situation, you must be worried sick for your loved ones. And great show of support there by the Magpies, getting down close to where Carl is. And at the moment, just broken into their different mini sides, forwards, backs, centres. And so we might take a short break here as we wait for the ambulance to remove Carl from the oval, it looks like. So big shout out to AFGRI supporting the Mark of the Year this year. $3,500 for any player broadcast on Filming Footy who takes the Mark of the Year. Kimberley Accommodation Group, the Goal of the Year sponsor. And you'll take home a significant accommodation package at any of their Kimberley hotels for the Goal of the Year. And Great Southern Fuels, huge supporters as usual. And of course, a big shout out to Country Football WA. And speaking of Jesse Shaw, could kick a goal, that fella. and could clunk him. Had hands like iron traps. I'm sure he's got a bit of FOMO happening right now from wherever he's watching around the Fremantle area, no doubt. So we'll go to a short break here on Filming Footy. Tim Lee's on the mic. It's East Kimberley Football League action, Northern Division, and hopefully back very soon with the final 10 minutes of this last quarter. And welcome back to live action in the East Kimberley Football League Northern Division with a break of play in this last quarter due to injury. So shouldn't be too far away from action firing up again. And it's been the Ord River Magpies taking the game away in the grand final rematch. But if you've just tuned in, earlier on this evening, it was the Waringarri Crows kicking the first three of the night and shot out to a 3-goal lead. And just the Magpies just hung in there, clawed a few back, went in 2 goals down at half-time, and then they've steamrolled them in the second half. Kicked 7 goals to 1. Since half-time, and at the moment have a healthy lead. 5 straight kicks the Crows have to do through the big sticks to get their noses in front. Funnier things have happened in footy, you never know. But at the moment it's looking like a Magpies dogged win in round 4 here. So dry season conditions in Kununurra at the moment. And when you get that humidity hitting that cooler air, significant dew and fog gets created. So really wet weather footy at night time when you play up here. Can be slippery as a barramundi, the footy. And if you've ever tried to catch a barra, you know just how slippery that is. I used to call them unicorns. It's only because I can't catch them. Anyway. Really just So images here of the Crows bench. I like the look of Akirian Morgan. He's exciting, and we see Janzik Cox coming across as well. Gary Gerard, nicknamed Porky, sitting on those chairs. He does a lot for footy in the region. So great images here coming through of kids having a kick on the main oval. So images coming through of the Waringarri Crows huddle and the Magpies. Starting to break up from their huddle now. I think they're just going to head off and just get a bit warmed up. So Kimberley football at its best. East Kimberley Footy League Northern Division. So shouldn't be too far away from play resuming. About 10 minutes or so left on the clock. Should just be a formality for the Magpies. Or can the Crows light this up in the last 7 or 8 minutes? Boy, I'd love to see it. As we see Jesse Catavira in the number 1, another new player in the Magpies lineup this year. Blessed with new recruits. Spencer Kirchen there as well. Hayden Amory, another new player in the squad, along with Kelleher, Riley Anders, Jordan Healy as well, the number 4. Thomas McCormack, 36. Desmond Farrell. Darcy Milner. Just incredible. Zach Swinburne, all new players into the mix this year. Samuel Twentyman Wilkie. Jason Davin Raymond. Heyman Amory. And Tyson Finlay. Gabriel Payton. Xander Omade. So many new players in their lineup. It doesn't seem to matter who the cavalry is. They just play the Magpies' way. And that's why they generally are the team to beat in this competition. And just speaking with Wyndham Crocs legend Fred Johnson a few weeks ago, I asked him in the interview which side and who would he play for or with. Who would he want to play against if he could play one more game? And he said the Magpies, of course, because nothing beats a good Magpies win, he reckoned. So I know there's a fair bit of love for a win over the Magpies from Wyndham. And just an incredible competition, the East Kimberley Football League. The skills and pace and tenacity is just unrivaled as we see the Crows trying to get themselves up and about again. And this must be tough for the players with such little time left. Especially if you're the Magpies. You're holding that lead. You just want the game to end. But just repeating, we've had a break in play due to a serious injury to the Magpies, Carl Rex, number 6. And prayers and thoughts are with him. At this stage, looks like knee or ankle. Can't quite work out exactly what the injury is, but one thing's for sure, it doesn't look good at the moment as the ambulance now has come onto the ground. And just brilliant stuff here from Wayne Paul and the Lower Southwest Football League umpires. I take my hat off to them. To see the players' safety put first is just incredible. I've seen this so many times in games of footy where players get bundled off the side and then they're left and the focus stays on the game, but not on this occasion. Brilliant stuff here. I'm sure Country Football WA will be loving seeing this from East Kimberley Football League, and all supporters would be. As we see Davin Raymond there, the number 26, Jordan Healy, number 4 for the Magpies. Hunter Even coming through, the number 5 with the long sleever. But these days, these youngsters reckon compression garments are long sleevers. That's cheating. It's got to be made out of wool. It's got to be a Burley Seacombe, surely. As we see images of Macquarie, Hezekiah Macquarie, the number 1 for the Crows. He has been outstanding. Dobbed a couple, and then he's taken on Darcy Milner, David and Goliath style. And as we see Nazarius Hart, tree trunk legs. He can play. And Alexander Rips, sporting the Jimi Hendrix afro. Best haircut out there, I reckon. It's superb to see these youngsters. Rips mustn't be any older than 14, 15. No colts, no reserves. In this competition, so youngsters like Rips, they get an opportunity to rub shoulders and play against the best in the region, seniors. As we see Ollie Gray, the number 8, he's been solid tonight. And just walking through is Catavira there, the veteran, 36, Thomas McCormick. He looks like some sort of player. And the 38 over the back, Spencer Kirchen. Like the look of him. As we see Jackson Forbes, the skipper. Oh, geez, he's silky. And I tell you what, in that third quarter, when the Magpies needed a spark, it came from Jackson Forbes. And we see his co-captain, Edwards, silky pickup. Healy on the right foot, the number 4 there. And number 21 for the Magpies, Xander Omaday. And I'm used to hearing that name down in the Lower Southwest. Very famous Pemberton name, Omaday. As we see Riley Bott, the number 3. And he has energy to burn. Probably the most entertaining bloke you'd ever want to hang out with post-match, Riley Bott. And Tyson Finlay, the 30. He's some sort of player for the Magpies. Been a little bit more quiet tonight. But if the Maggies are going to go back-to-back, he's going to form a huge part of that midfield. So not too far away now. Looks like a few more run-throughs for the Maggies. And it gets a point where you probably don't need to warm up anymore. 10 minutes to go in the last quarter. So waiting for this restart. Ambulance on the ground. assisting Carl Rex, the Magpies live wire, and currently my heart in my mouth, hoping his injury is not too severe. As I've said before, there's not a player out there or a watcher at home or a viewer looking that doesn't want the best for Carl Rex. So let's hope the youngster gets a good outcome. But again, just repeating, absolutely magnificent work by East Kimberley Football League umpires, led by Wayne Paul tonight. They've stopped the game and put the players' safety as their priority. And you've just got to admire that, because that is what you need to do. Gone are the days where you drag players off the ground and they go down the race. There's no benefit in that. Get the ambos straight on the ground. Prioritise their safety, the player that's injured, and then think about playing footy later. So common sense has prevailed here in Kununurra tonight. And for the last 20 minutes, it's been the kids running around on the oval. They're the ones getting the kicks. So this stream made possible by AFGRI and their generous support, Kimberley Accommodation Group and Great Southern Fuels. Incredibly, $3,500 for the Mark of the Year this year to any player that takes the Mark of the Year from a game broadcast on Filming Footy. A big Kimberley Accommodation Group package for the Goal of the Year. And if you haven't already, get around Filming Footy on Facebook, Instagram, whatever your favourite socials are, because the first round of contenders were just released last week.
Can I come down there with you?
And there are some Kimberley contenders in there. Players from the Eastern Districts as well as the Lower Southwest and the West Kimberley as well. Sonny Dan, Hayes Griffiths, a couple of the nominations from the Towns Cable Beach game. That Filming Footy we're at live, round one in Broome. So still waiting for the restart here in round 4. As we see, the moths are friendly here and all types of flying insects. Some of them can pick you up and fly you away. Mosquitoes the size of your hand. Maybe not that big. You got to remember your error guard around here. As we see good images here coming through from the Crows huddle. Hezekiah McCrory. He's been electric tonight. So challenge here for the players. It's a long time to be standing around. It's been longer than a half-time break. So can they adjust? As we hear the applause, and it sounds like Carl Rex could be being placed into the ambulance. And if you've just tuned in, break in play due to injury. Carl Rex for the Ord River Magpies has fallen awkwardly. Looks like knee or ankle. Let's hope it's not too serious, but players' safety being paramount here. So we've had a decent break in play. And both sides have been very active in staying warm. So who's going to come out on top in this round 4 contest? Of course, it's the grand final rematch. Waringarri Crows up against the Ord River Magpies. And looks like we're going to restart. Back in the centre, will we? Or it could be from where the ball was last played. As we see the ambulance here in the background taking Carl Rex, and looks like the umpires have made the decision that since he's in the ambulance now, they can restart. So Keith and Rogers for the Crows. And James Edwards going toe to toe. Good sportsmanship shown there by Tyson Finlay and DeAndre Janzik-Cox for the Crows. And he's been good this year, DeAndre Janzik-Cox. So not too far away now. Can the Magpies finish it off? Or will it be a Crows fight back? Earlier on this evening, it was the Waringarri Crows kicked the first 3 of the evening. To McCory, he kicked 2 of them. And Eric Cox Sr. And they had a 3-goal lead to start the match. DeAndre Cox also kicked a single. And incredibly, Ord River Magpies didn't hit the lead till 9 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Hannigan's kicked a single and Jet Forbes has kicked 5. Had a few connection issues, so we've missed a few of the goal kickers. So we'll get that information to you as soon as possible as we hear the crowd cheer on our ambulance taking Carl Rex. Away from Kununurra Town Oval. So here we go. Last 10 minutes of this round 4 contest. And the kick comes into the middle of the ground. The Crows have got the footy. Well played. Gilbert Cox gets pushed off it. Farah, it was. The Magpies hand pass towards centre wing. Ball turned over. Hand pass out the back. Good commitment shown. Kelleher, well done for the Maggies. Wrestling the footy with Jonathan Farah. So in comes Milner. The big ruck up against DeAndre Janzik-Cox. Milner, left paw down, did well towards Finlay. Stealing it. Well done, Rogers. They get the footy backwards. The Magpies, their kick though, falls straight into the hands of the Crows defence. Lateral kick towards centre wing. Just backward of it. Demands his forwards come to him. Swinburne comes in, puts pressure on. Hand pass over the top. The Crows are away. Right foot floating ball. Johnston did well. Gave the hand pass off. Norman Bradshaw there with pressure. Milner gave it off. Well done to Even. Left foot kick towards centre half forward. Davin Raymond couldn't claim it. Comes on the left foot. Forbes misses it. Good pick up. Hand pass backwards. Here they go. Kicks to full forward. They've got a loose player over the back. They've got the mark. No, dropped. Hand pass backwards. They'll pump it in, Swinburne, and they've got it. Farrell. Desmond Farrell for goal. And this will put the final nail in. Desi Farrell wearing the Jeffrey Farmer 33. Some sort of player, has been electric in season 2025. For his mate Carl Rex from directly in front. Can he finish the Crows off? Yes, he can. Desmond Farrell goes bang. And the Magpies are going to win in Kununurra. And will remain unbeaten in season 2025. They have aspirations for back-to-back, and why wouldn't you? When you train as hard as these boys. But hats off to Waringarri Crows tonight. They came to play and have been exciting in different stages, but just the Magpies, the more complete side so far. As Edwards, hard ball get, elite, comes in again, second effort. And that is why he's quickly becoming a legend in the East Kimberley. James Edwards, just a tractor, works all day. Well done, Milner, to Finlay. Superb clearance by the Magpies, inside 50 to Forbes. The kick was poor though for Hannigan, and the Crows easy mark. Plays on towards right half back. Gets it to a teammate. Oh, dicey kick inboard. They've turned it over here. The Magpies through Milner. That's holding the ball though. Pinned his arm. And a free kick going the way of the Crows. Kick inboard. He's solid. Oh, a bit of an Academy Award there. Trying to milk the 50. Good umpiring. Doesn't get sucked in. Long kick. Oh, huge fly. Got up like a kite floating in the skies. They're away with the footy here, the Crows. Exciting. Inside 50. Onto full forward. They've got the mark. And the Crows will have a shot. Looks like Edmund Cox. In the right pocket for a right footer. 60-degree angle. Pretty deliberate approach. For respectability. In the scoreboard. He slotted it. Edmund Cox goes bang, and the Crows get one back. Can't be much time left. Time ticking away, and the Ord River Magpies, they're 10-8. To Waringarri Crows 6-4. So kicking 3 goals since halfway through the half quarter, the Crows, after starting electrically. As Finlay again, really amassing them. Fed it back to Edwards. They win the clearance, but the kick favours Crows. Cavalry comes through. Hacked kick towards Even. He's got it. And Hunter Even. He's been very useful this evening, and Johnston provides good run from defence. Plays on quickly to Kelleher. The kick inside 50. Has got Anders, Riley Anders, with the right leg. Smothered off the boot. Good 1%er by the Crows. Still a chance here for the Magpies. Crows trying to pick it up. Now they do. Hand pass out. Can Anders turn the footy over? And back live at Kununurra with the Crows with the football. Chip kick over the top has found Gerard. McCory, in fact, goes with the left leg. And ball's gone through for a behind. So the Magpies getting the better of this round 4 encounter. It's the grand final rematch. East Kimberley Football League. Apologies for our interruptions in vision tonight. There's been a few gizmos in the wires. Back live, centre wing, Milner, outstanding. Go Gadget Arms, fed it out, goes over the line. Kelleher in there, couldn't quite get there, so another boundary throw in. And there's the siren, and the Magpies have won in round 4 here, live from Kununurra Town Oval against Waringarri. And they win by 5 goals. That's it for us on Filming Footy. Tim Lee signing out. Big thank you to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI and Kimberley Accommodation Group. Shout out to the crew in the studio. And we'll be back with more East Kimberley Football League action next Friday night. And of course, shout out to Waringarri Media for taking the stream tonight. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you next Friday night live on Filming Footy and East Kimberley Football League YouTube for the big encounter under lights, the 23rd of May. We'll see you next time.